Hi guys, so I kind of want to do bright colors and obviously, um, I want to use some bright colors I haven't used in a long time that I haven't really reached for. I'm trying to go through my stuff and, see what kind of stuff I have. I actually tend to forget some of the shadows I have because I use the same colors all the friggin' time. Like, even on a day-to-day use, I use the same colors, and I'm like, you know what, I need to expand. Definitely had to change my eyebrows from when I originally had. This a little darker than also when I usually do, but the downside of it wearing a bright eye is that you have to define your brows so much more. So, but this is a really long video, and I'm really sorry about that. So kind of a layered technique that I almost botched it. I almost completely botched it, and you guys will see. So, sorry this is like forever. Okay, so first I'm going to go into Chrome Yellow from MAC. And that is very strong color. So that's going to go crease and up. And it's more of a transition color. So I'm not doing it too hard. So next I'm going to go into the orange. I believe this is actually just called Orange, again, MAC. And that's again going crease and up, but that's kind of stopping below the yellow. Let me go a little higher. So make sure the yellow's higher, so I'm just gonna add some yellow. Because we're stopping the yellow right at or the orange right kind of like just underneath the yellow. Like, so it's kind of like a layered effect. You want that kind of look. Yes, it required sound effects. So I'm actually going to go into yellow a bit more, make it a little stronger up there. A little bit bolder. I'm gonna touch this up when we're all done. It's gonna look really really sharp lines until I fix it. But right now I just want to get the layering the way I want it. I just want to get the layering perfect, and then we'll fix the edges. And then we're gonna go in with a pink, and this is not a pink I typically use. Not because I don't like it. It's actually one of my first eyeshadows I really liked. That was a neon color, and it's Makeup Forever. It's actually a blush, but I was like, no, I can wear this as a shadow. And we want this. I'm gonna have to darken this a bit. So that's actually going just in the crease and some on the lid. Oh, Oh, the layering technique is hard. I'm so picky about how I want this to look. But I'm gonna have to actually, you know, and sometimes this happens, like you start thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this look. And you're like, no, I need to make this a little more, I need a little more balance here. Since this is a bolder look, I'm just gonna make it a little bolder in general. So depending on your eye shape, this might be easier for you or harder for you. If you're someone like me who's blessed with smaller eyes, then this might be a tad difficult. Because that's actually turning out a little more difficult than planned. Now I'm going to go into Romping from MAC. That's actually a pink, despite the camera tends to show it up as purple. And we're just going to go over the Makeup Forever. Because I like the brightness that the Makeup Forever gave, but I want this to be a little stronger. I thought it was going to turn out differently. Okay, now on the lid, I'm going to do, with a flat brush, actually maybe, you know what, I'm going to do a little more pink on the lid, and then we're going to do another color on the lid. Maybe I'll do another color in the center. I have to fix this up a bit after when we're done. That's fine. I'm going to this purple. And I'm going to actually put that in the center of the lid. Not everywhere, just kind of like, just slightly in the center. So because there's so many colors on it, you really have to go on top. I think this would have been so much better if I had a pigment. I'm really thinking it would. That's fine. Okay. Now these edges, I gotta fix these. These edges, I'm gonna. This is why I really like my big fluffy brush. Because I can kind of manipulate small parts and smooth it out. Also, always have clean brushes. Always have clean brushes. So now I'm going to go into my powder. I'm going to fix this. And smooth out those edges very easily. with a clean brush. So I'm actually just going to take a white, kind of dot it along here. And this is actually how you're going to be able to smooth out the yellow at the top. So I'm just dotting it and then I'm smoothing it through. Occasionally you get some in your eyebrow. That's fine. I know you usually only highlight here, but I'm just gonna bring it right through because why not? I feel like it'll look good. You know, I feel like I want to add a little bit more to this. You're all thinking more. Why? Again, because it's a bold look. So I'm just taking the pink and extending it underneath the eye. Actually, so that I actually use, that was just the Romping from MAC, and I'm actually going to use some of the makeup primer. Like I said, I really like how bright it is. Sometimes you need a little neon in your life. And then we're going to go into the purple. We're just going to kind of put in the middle. Yeah, it's an interesting look, I know. Let's get some eyeliner up on this. I feel like it'll, once we finish the entire face, I feel like it's going to look completely different. So I'm going to put some liner on. If anybody's wondering, it's my Kat Von D liner from in Trooper. It's the tattoo liner. This, I swear to God, it is my holy grail liner. I could easily make an entire video talking about how much I love this liner. I might. Okay. So I'm actually kind of following the new line where the colors end on my face. Giving it kind of that bolder look. I think I'm gonna wear some, maybe. Let's get some contour up in this. On this. Yeah, this actually kind of reminds me of like a sunset, sort of. or like a rave. I don't know. A rave, a sunset, something very colorful. So. Buff that. I love it. You know, I've actually been using a lot of highlight lately, and I'm not usually a highlight person, so it's kind of interesting. I really feel like doing these different looks is expanding what I do for my own personal makeup. Like, wearing highlight on a day-to-day basis is not a thing for me, typically. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually have to define my brows a little bit more. This look is really just drowning out the brows. So I'm gonna, before I do anything with my eyelashes, I'm gonna fix my eyebrows. So folks, let's find. So I'm gonna go into Omega. I feel like this isn't gonna be dark enough. I usually do Omega, but I feel like I might have to go a little darker. Let's see. Too dark. Alright, maybe I'll try this out. Just blend this. I'm gonna have to blend the absolute crap out of this. Oh my god. This is actually way too dark. I'm gonna have to fix this. Oh, okay. See, buffing it through made it so much better. Okay, so I'm gonna use You'll Be Surprised from Tarte. And like I said, it's really friggin' dark. But you know, sometimes when you have a bold look, you have to define your brows a lot more, or else they get completely washed out. So I have to I'm buffing the absolute crap out of it with this spoolie. I just need them a little more defined. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Then I'm using NYX just like Control Freak. I just gotta smooth it down. Also really good for your hair when you have little small air places, but right now all my hair is right now. So let's put some mascara on, see how it works. But I'm really thinking we're gonna have to do some fake lashes on this. Yeah, it's a fake lashes look. It's definitely fake lashes look. Okay, so we're doing lashes. I'm gonna use some MAC lashes. So I put the lashes on. They're not really sitting very properly on my eyes, and I think it's just because they're really old and I did not care for them properly. So I think it's just the glue doesn't want to adhere to them that great. So, but this is the look. I just put a nude lip on it because I'm like, I don't want to take over from the face, but I don't know, it's like a sunset look. Told you guys I was gonna do some bright colors.